The reality of refurbishing furniture on a balcony. I've worked on 4 refurbished projects on my balcony in the past 5 months, and I want to share with you guys the challenges I've faced, the products and tools I've had to purchase, and some tips that I've learned along the way. My first challenge was finding which piece to buy. I would recommend honestly just looking up a YouTube video on the types of wood and how to find the best quality pieces, because this is something I'm still trying to figure out myself. Where I go to buy the pieces is typically a thrift store or Facebook marketplace. Whenever I go thrift shopping, I'm always on the lookout for a good piece of furniture because you never know when or where you'll find something awesome. A disclaimer is I do try to focus on one piece at a time because it's easy to get burnt out when you're sanding and stripping the piece. So my tip here is to finish your first project before jumping into another one. I've also had to figure out transportation. I don't have a truck or a vehicle that can transfer around big pieces of furniture. So my best advice here is just to ask for help. I've asked multiple neighbors and people from my community to help me pick up pieces of furniture. Even transporting the item from your car to your balcony or around gets tricky, so ask for help. If you don't have anyone to help you, you're just gonna have to make some friends here. Something that really got me in the beginning was my fear of annoying my neighbors. I started to wonder how in the world I was going to sand the entire thing down without my entire apartment complex complaining. So for a couple weeks, I would go outside, try to sand, and it would be too loud. I tried to buy a quiet sander from Amazon, and it was also just super loud. Eventually, I just took my piece to the corner of my parking lot and worked on it there. There's some pros and cons to doing this. My first piece that I worked on actually got thrown away because someone thought it was trash. The pros are you are not disturbing your neighbors, and it's easier to clean up. Sanding is definitely possible on the patio. You just kind of have to read the room. Like when your neighbors are outside, maybe don't go outside and sand at that point. Stripping the piece can also get really messy, but as long as you lay a tarp down, it hasn't been a problem for me. The smell hasn't disturbed anyone else, so it's not too much of an issue. A lot of you are probably wanting to start refurbishing furniture to save money, but this was very hard for me because refurbishing furniture is not free, and you'll have to make little investments on the tools, and nobody tells you that every bottle of product costs $20. Things that I've needed to purchase since getting started, it adds up to be $300-ish, which is like bare minimum. So you can obviously spend more if you're getting nicer products.